Welcome back to Ali's allotment. Now you'll know I recently planted my blueberries into the ground. They were doing fine in containers, but with the warm and dry period that we had, it meant that I had to rethink what I was doing. And an allotment neighbour, Ray, has also had his blueberries in the ground for a while, and I'd noticed that he'd put up some bird netting, and I'm just at the moment exploring the type of material to use, and I thought I'd come over and have a chat with Ray. So what have you done here, Ray? This is a recent construction, isn't it?
Yeah, that's replacing one that got flattened by a tree, but it's got 8 posts in the ground.
Right.
6 posts in the ground. They were 8 foot long. I've knocked them in so they don't wobble so much.
Yeah.
There's bracing on it, and this is netting.
And it's
nylon netting.
Nylon.
And it's strong.
Nylon netting is probably the way I'll move forward with the covering for mine. Tell me, is there any significance in the colour that you've used?
Just as it comes.
Yeah, because sometimes people put green netting up, don't they?
Yeah, well, I've got some other green netting.
Yeah.
Not this type.
It's quite strong, this material.
Yeah.
Well,
the pigeons go on there and land on it. The other stuff is
yeah,
weak. They just go through it.
And have you seen the size of some of those pigeons?
I have.
Yeah.
Size of chickens.
They can do some damage, can't they?
Yeah.
So
I've just been in there.
Right.
Just picked a few strawberries, which are strays.
Right.
So I'm taking them home. I'm just going to cover it up again now.
Tell me about what you've done here with these nails.
Yeah, this is easy to do.
Right. So you've not got an actual door that you'd use.
No.
You've just done
They're pins, which are them.
Okay.
I'll just knock them in.
Right. And you're just draping it over.
A little bit, so there's a bit sticking out.
Right.
You can hook the netting on.
Okay.
You don't need to fasten it on because you want to get in and out of it. So you just hook it on like that.
Like you do, sir.
All the way down.
Simple technology.
There's some on this side as well, so it'll go around and hold it tight.
Yeah.
Put them in my pocket out of the way.
And can I ask, have you
It was on there like that.
Have you deliberately chosen not to stake in the netting round the edges? Yeah, and I can see you've used bricks to just hold them down.
Yeah,
is there no risk of birds or other creatures getting in?
If you've got enough of these on, no.
Right.
What I've had before, I put threaded canes through.
Yeah.
And then just put it down with tent pegs.
That's it.
But I've just done this, I haven't got time to do it, and I've got some more on red currants to do yet.
Right. So that's one for the future.
Yeah, I've got to finish that off properly.
Right.
But they don't last that long, and you get old grass coming up and weeds coming up through it, so it's not ideal. But this will do for the moment. Get the birds off.
And this cross bracing just gives it a little bit more rigidity, doesn't it?
Yeah, it stops it wobbling.
Yeah.
Stops it wobbling so much.
Right.
Could do with some more going that way, lengthways.
Right.
But that stops it. It's a lot more solid that way than that way.
You have another area where you have used some netting, haven't you, for cabbages? Shall we just have a walk over there and talk us through what you've done here? Yeah, this is more of the, I'm going to say it, the flimsy stuff.
That's the thinner stuff.
Yeah.
It keeps birds off, but put this on in autumn. These are spring cabbage. You can have them like this, so you can let them heart up.
Yeah.
These have been here all winter. I've taken one off. It's not doing so bad. But these were over winter and had all the snow on it. And the snow just went on there and weighed it down.
Right.
And it pulled it through these stakes. Only had little pots on.
So if I may just lift this up.
So that's tied up.
There's a smaller pot with a a slightly bigger pot over it, just to reduce the chance of the netting pulling through onto the actual stake.
Yeah, you can see
Oh,
where
great.
you can see where I tied them up where they've got pulled through.
Yeah.
So that was brand new netting. The rest of it's on the end there.
Okay.
Put it all out. It'll go.
Ray's popped over to my plot, and we'll have a look at what I've done, Ray. This was an afternoon's work. I constructed this from salvaged materials. I know it's not as high up as we'd ideally like it, but it'll definitely cover up these 2 blueberries. What's the consideration with how we go about putting up the netting?
Well, it depends on the size of your netting. If you've got one piece that'll go the full width,
Yeah.
you can put it right over the top.
Yeah.
You're not losing any. You can cut those pieces off for either end then. Depends which way it goes.
Okay.
If you put it on over the end that way, and it'll reach the ground, but you're folding a lot of it over in the corner, you're wasting it.
So you don't want to do that. Okay. It's quite solid, but it's wobbling a little bit. Do you think it needs another couple of braces?
Yeah, couple of braces across from this side to that. Say from there, about 2/3 of the way down.
Right. I'll probably put them on the edging then.
Or from the ground.
On the ends. One on this side.
Yeah, on the ends.
And one on that side.
If you get in, it's not, you're not going to hit on it.
I've got a few more days worth of sourcing a net, haven't I? Because these haven't started to turn yet, but they're plumping up nicely, aren't they?
Yeah, they're all right.
And
if you're going to do this again and replace it sometime, you can always do the netting so you've got a little bit more on it.
yes,
If you're going to raise it,
that's it.
leave it another foot or more
I will do.
all the way around it so you can do it.
Planning ahead.
Posts don't last forever,
They don't.
even if they're treated.
So, yeah. I think a lot of us gardeners will be at that point where we want to protect our berries, blueberries, strawberries, red currants, black currants, and
loganberries,
loganberries, yeah. So let's crack on with putting bird netting on, because as we've seen, there are some big birds out there that'll squash these plants, won't they?
They just go straight through it. Got the seen black currants.
Yeah.
Go towards it, just fold the wings up and just drop down on it and smash a load of them down.
Well, I lost a number of red currants like that last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that.
Well, as ever, do appreciate you spending some time with us and sharing your knowledge. Thanks for watching. Take care.